people and handed it to the oligarchs and the professional managerial class that served them by maintaining the status quo through coercion. We know that power lies with the people, and it is our duty to organize and educate the community so that they can fight for their own liberation. So please, join us every Sunday at 12 p.m. You can join by downloading the Huddle Team app, join online, or call in. The app and joining online is free, but if you call in, standard messaging rates may apply. Links to the show will be provided in the caption. This is General Secretary Patience of the new African Black Panther Party, NABPP North. All power to the people.
I'll be having conversation with people, and they'll be like, so what do we do? What is our option? How do we change our material condition? How do we change the reality around us? I mean, you can't do that. This is from our food program. I mean, so that's why I'm starting off like this to show everybody like the things that you could do in the community. As Panthers, we come together in North to get this food to go out and give to the families that are starving. We all know, if we live in these communities, we know how hard times are. We're all going through it. We eat the same food too. We take the food in our home and we put them in our bellies. This is our during the school year, all year round. We don't have enough money to go build a school to be able to bring in all these children and stuff. We don't have all of that. But we can create an after-school program. And this is one of the ways we bring the kids in with the after-school program so they could come in for us to give them that knowledge, to teach them, and try to help guide them through this reality, through this world. You say they teach you about 9/11 in school?
Yeah.
What did they teach you about 9/11? Why did the plane hit the buildings? You got to say it loud enough so I can hear you.
The Muslim airjacked the plane and then they crashed some shit into the Twin Towers.
That's what they taught you, that the Muslims hijacked the plane? That's okay. That's okay. Relax. But why did they crash into the Twin Towers? They didn't. Anybody? Hey, what you were saying, Major? Hold up. Let Major speak. What'd you say, Major?
Other plane and it was more hijackers on the other plane and they crashed into that.
But why did they crash into the Twin Towers? So they crashed into the Twin Towers to go to New York. They died to go to New York.
They wanted to go. They hijacked.
But
they crashed into the Twin Towers.
Oh, they wanted to go land in New York, but they crashed in the Twin Towers. So anybody else got something to add? Archie, you got something to add? What you want to add?
Airjacked and then they crashed into different places.
That's it?
Yeah.
So nobody they can tell me why the planes crashed? Why the planes did that? Nobody can tell me. But don't you think the school should tell you why?
Yeah.
So, like, if the school not telling you why, what does that mean?
They keep it.
Wow.
Gatekeeping.
Whoa, where you get gatekeeping from, bro?
They gates.
But where you learn that at? You say me? You burnt out, yo. You burnt out. Nah, but the reason why they crashed into the Twin Towers is because the American government, America was going to their country, taking their natural resources, stealing their stuff, killing their people. So they got mad, they stole a plane, and they came and crashed it on the World Trade Center to get back at America. That's why they did it. No, it wasn't one plane. I think it was two or three. I think it was one. I think there was one in D.C. and there was one in Philly or something like that. That did. Yeah, huh? What did? The Trump Tower? There ain't no plane trying to go to the Trump Tower. The White House? Did the plane try to go to the White House? One went to the Pentagon. But these people be lying. The media be lying. The politicians be lying. So you never know what's true. But why they really did it, they said because America was going over to their countries and they were killing their people, they were taking their resources, and they were putting military bases in their country. So that's why they did it. I mean, that's why they went over there and did it. So they call that blowback. Like when you go to another country and you do stuff to them, and then they come back over here and do something, like they call that blowback. It's like give back. Yeah, it's like give back.
So imagine another country.
You said they should have did more? Then we gonna die. If they knew, because we gonna die. I don't want to die. But we're going to continue this later, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all. We're going to continue later. This is our summer basketball camp is going on right now. Every day from 9 to 1. We have this basketball camp that that the kids come out. Yo, it's all about organizing and finding ways to bring people out, bring the children out to be able to organize them. I mean, when you're doing these things to bring the children in, to bring the community in, yo, you got to be serious. You can't be playing around with this. It was like when the kids come here, at the end of the summer, they're stronger, they're faster, they're quicker, and they know more about the game, about the sport than they did before. You know, we watch their minds develop every day while we're talking about Pantherism. What do we do? What are the solutions? You know, there's solutions here. I mean, the solutions is organizing our own community, creating an economic base where we can be able to feed ourselves, take care of ourselves, without having to bow down to somebody else, without having to beg somebody else for our humanity. Yo, I refuse to go beg anybody to give me humanity. I will take my humanity by force. I understand I am not free. We understand we are not free as Panthers. There's no doubt in our mind if we're free or not. And you cannot hold anybody that's under oppression, that's under neocolonialism, responsible for how their life turned out, because they control no institution. I mean, I often hear people say, like, the drug dealers, the worst thing in our community, drug dealers, because they're stupid. They're ignorant. They haven't educated themselves to understand the world around them. And so they just put them out and regurgitate whatever they heard somebody else say. You're a fool if you believe anything out here is your fault or our fault. Seriously. And I'm telling you, I work with the community all day and all night, and I know how ignorant the community can be. But I don't blame the people for the conditions they find themselves in. They have nothing to do with how anything is done materially in this world. They're just bystanders. The people that I hold accountable is those that know, the intellectuals. That's supposed to know better, but continue to usher our people into institutions of white supremacy, of imperialism, that will continue to exploit us. Tell our people to go vote. What are you voting for? I mean, who are you voting for? Who do they serve? They don't serve the people. They won't serve the people, or they won't survive in those institutions. What's your thought? Get some from. Get some. Let me see. Hold it out, Bobby. Get out. What do I? Yeah. Hold up. You got it? You like it? There we go. You're welcome. What's your name? What position you play? Oh, pitcher. You're a pitcher. You children out here?
I'm just watching.
Oh, you just watching? You just watching too? My name is Afrikan. Afrikan. Yeah, confident. Yeah, confident. Go it up. Huh? Yeah. I'll come every year. I'll bring those stuff. I'll come. I'll bring everything every year. Yeah, we just started. We're coming with the organization. The organization, the Black Panther Party. For the Black Panther Party, so look, no politician, no rich person will take care of us. The only people that are going to take care of us is us. If we understand that, that's all we need to do, take care of each other, we're going to be good. Yeah, so you notice how all the companies, all the stores is owned by the gringos, Canada, Switzerland. We need to own it. We need to own everything so. You need to own stuff. You need to own big. You need to own Roomba. Yeah, we need to own all of that shit, not nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's why I'm here. Everything we do is free. Everything is free. You don't pay. Yeah, you don't pay for nothing. I mean, this is my guy here. He's my guy too. You know, yeah, this is my guy. He helped me out down here. I've been with the company for about 7 years, but it's been here since 1969. I'm the leader of the company. I'm the leader now of the organization here. So we come down. He's going to be down here, working down here in the organization for me. Yeah, he's going to be here working here. Yeah, want to fly everywhere. I go everywhere. I tell you, so you want to help me do this in Puerto Plata? I'm about to cut off the camera and I'm about to take your number. We're going to do the same thing. You know, the person that runs the baseball, he helping me too. Man, what's your name, man? Tell me your name, man.
I'm teacher of natural science.
Natural science? Oh, my God. I'm making a home run everywhere I go, man. Papi, mira. Good? You good? There we go. Biology? My God. Lay all power to the people. Welcome to Grown Folks Talking. Express yourself. My name is Chairman Africa, and I'm going to be your host for today. We're going to do what we usually do every week. We're going to go through Miseducation of a Negro. We on week 8. I think this is the last part of week 8. We go back in history and we listen to our luminaries. We listen to our ancestors and what their advice were on how to deal with the circumstances that we're dealing with now, the reality that we're dealing with. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with housing? How do we deal with gentrification? How do we deal with poverty? Like, what is the roadmap? How do we change our conditions for real? Not just playing the games that we've been playing, continuing to do the same things over and over, and still nothing changes. How do we really change it? So we've been reading the Philadelphia Negro for, like I said, we're on chapter 8. Well, we're ending chapter 8 today, and I'm about to put the audio on in a second. And it's basically everything that we're still going through till today. It's the same stuff he's going to be talking about. He's talking about education. He's talking about what percent of the people were educated, could read, were literate, and how that affected their material condition. If you can't read, if you're poorly educated, if you don't understand what's going on, it's going to be hard for you to be successful. It's nothing new. Like that's day one. Day one of us being emancipated, or quote unquote emancipated, being free after slavery, quote unquote being free after slavery. How do people survive? How do we survive in our communities? How do we make it day to day? I just talked to a young kid I believe he's still in college. And he had to go to the hospital yesterday because I think like his blood pressure, like hypertension, he was stressed out because he's working, he going to school, he got like 2 jobs. It's hard. That's no kind of a reality. That's not living. That's not how we should be living out here. We're at 19, 20, 21 years old, you're stressed out. You have to go see the doctor because like you have chest pains because all this stress that you have on you. Not natural stress, it's socially constructed stress. Having to pay bills, having to go work. Still working on the plantation for people that don't have to work. They don't have to be there. We out here working. Not even enough for you to be able to survive, not even for you to pay rent. You have to work 2, 3 jobs. This kid I'm talking about, he's working 2 jobs and he's in college full time. I mean, it's like, it's deep. It's deep. Like, when you walk away from the TV, when you walk away from social media and you go into the community and you see how people are living, you get to understand, you get to feel the struggle. You really can't feel it if you don't live around the people, if you're not with the people, if you don't see them like every day, on a daily basis, you don't see them. You're not going to understand what they're going through because you're not there. And most of the people that speak for us, most of the people on platforms to say what we're going through, they're not going through what we're going through. They're working for the institutions to maintain our suffering. Those are the people that they give access to be able to speak to everybody. Who give them access? Who is the they? The corporation, the people that own the companies, where we work at. They have access to all this platform. They control the politicians. It's not something like I'm making it up. Like this is a conspiracy. Like I'm just making up conspiracy. No, it's real. The landlords are in bed with the politicians. They're making laws to benefit the landlords to squeeze the people. The police are in bed with the politicians, are in bed with the corporations to squeeze the people. We all know that. We all understand that. You see, as Panthers, it's our duty to serve the people. We work for the people. That's what your duty is as a Black Panther. You serve the people. Part of serving the people is showing them the contradictions, highlighting the contradictions, and showing them what's what. We're going to do that today. But first, we're going to listen to Du Bois from the 1890s. Tell us the conditions that they were going through in Philadelphia when he got there. And remember, it's from his perspective. It's from the same people. This is deep. It's so deep. The same people that we're complaining about, the same class of people, the managerial Negroes, Uncle Tom, that control all these institutions of white supremacy. When he wrote this book, he was one of them. He was one of them. Worked in one of the universities. Came from a background with privilege. Traveled the world already. It's people that they're born and die in the ghettos that they live in. They never get to leave to go to another state, let alone travel across seas. In the 1800s, he had been to Germany already. Went to school in Germany. He's not the average Negro. He's not like us. Not the average black person. I mean, he had means. And that's the perspective he saw the rest of us from that upper class, because they breed them to think they're different from the rest of the other black folks, to look down on the other black folks. We've been going, like I told you, we about to be done with chapter 8. You know what they refer to other black folks on here, how they refer to them? Immigrants. He referred to other black folks that's escaping slavery from the South, trying to run up to go find freedom, or trying to just anybody that's not from Philly. They're all immigrants. Like listening to him speak, there's no black pride, no cultural pride. There's nothing when you listen to them speak. It's so clinical. As if we're all citizens of America, all of us, the black people, we are all citizens of America. There's no racism. There's nothing. There's even a point where he talks about poverty. And he said that the poverty, that's up to us. Which he's actually right. If you look at it from the perspective of democracy, that black people have been liberated, they're free, they're part of the government, they're part of the system. And he says that our poverty is our issue. That sounds crazy. Then why we pay taxes? Then why are we here? If our poverty is just our problem, and he knows it's institutional, and he says it's just our own problem, our personal problem as a people, then why you pay taxes to this nation then? Why are we trying to integrate into this nation then? You see, but if you're on the revolutionary side and you understand we're not free, that this nation is not here to liberate us or see us as citizens. This is not even a country. It's not even a nation. It's a business. They exploit everybody. If you're coming from that perspective, yeah, it's up to us. It's up to us, no doubt, for us to get our stuff together. But it got to be a us. They got to be a us. What's the us? We could say all black people. All black people don't mess with you like that. The people that control all the institutions in our communities are black. The ones throwing us into the streets are black. So how about them black people? How do you work with those black people? You can't. Because like Fred Hampton said, it's a class war, goddammit. We're in a class war. And we need to understand and accept that. How long we been on that war? You could go all the way back to the Haitian Revolution. You could go everywhere. You could go even before we even landed on these shores. Because you hear people sometimes be like, peace king, hey king. Everybody wasn't a king in Africa. I don't know if most people understand that. Everybody wasn't a king and wasn't a princess. Those were the Uncle Toms back then in Africa. It was a class war. You had those that were kings, queens, and they treated the masses of the people like shit too. That's in Africa. But you get all these people that are delusional, ignorant, have no idea of history, just run around calling each other king, queen. Everybody is not a king or queen. Everybody was not a king or queen. The queens were just like the sociopath, millionaires and billionaires now. It's always been a class struggle. And we must accept that if we're trying to change anything in our community. Let me start with the audio.
The Philadelphia Negro, Chapter 8, Section 20, The Present Condition. There were, in 1896, 5,930 Negro children in the public schools of the city, against 6,150 in 1895 and 6,262 in 1897. Confining ourselves simply to the 7th Ward, we find a total population of legal school age, 6 to 13 in Pennsylvania, was 862 in 1896, of whom 740, or 85.8%, were reported as attending school at some time during the school year. Of the persons 5 to 20 years of age, about 48% were in school. Statistics by age and sex are in the next table. Some difference is to be noted between the sexes. Of the children 6 to 13 years of age, 85% of the boys and nearly 86% of the girls are in school. Of the youth 14 to 20, 20% of the boys and 21% of the girls are in school.
He's talking about the percentage of the people that were in school back then. From, let's say this was 1895, 1896, when he was writing this, when he was recording this data, to 2025 now. Do you have any idea how these numbers have changed? Anybody out there want to take a stab at it? Because he just said just now, I'm going to bring it back a little bit.
School. Of the youth, 14 to 20, 20% of the boys and 21% of the girls are.
20% of the boys and 21% of the youth, 14 to 20. This is like the teenage years. He said 20 and 21. See, what integration did was bring us all into the fold of the system. Now, every single child that's born in our community must be enrolled into one of these public schools, one of these schools for socialization. Because you have to understand, education to free yourself, to liberate yourself, is not what those buildings are for. It's not what those institutions are erected for. Now, you must understand, that's basic. You must understand and accept that these schools are not there to teach our children how to liberate themselves, how to free themselves, how to take over the world, how to be free. Those schools are just there to teach them, for them to know enough, for them to be functional in the corporation, in the warehouses, wherever they want to stick them. What we got? What's the economy now? It's what they call it? Not sales. It's a what?
Is it tech?
No, not tech. Like a service economy. Yeah, service. Where we're all doing service. It don't matter if you're wiping somebody's butt, you're working at a business where you're selling stuff. It's all service. This is the new economy now. And all you have to do is just teach somebody enough for them to be able to work in there. That's all these schools are for. Because when you go into there, we got the charts here about the reading at a 5-6%. How can you be reading at a 6% proficiency? Remember, back then they say 21 to 20% boys and females were enrolled into schools. Now it's way more. It's like almost probably 90%, if not higher than that in our communities that are in these schools. Did the conditions in our community change? Because according to Du Bois back then, the problem was the people were not sending enough of their children to these schools. It was only at a 20 and 21%. So if you raise that, if most of the people in the community send all their children to these schools, then our conditions outside will change. We won't have to work 2-3 jobs to be able to pay rent. Rent, that's crazy. To be able to buy food. We won't have to do none of this stuff. All we have to do is send our children to these schools. That's what Du Bois was pushing in 1895. See, in 2025, you could be bold enough to tell them, like, nigga, you retarded. Excuse me, you can't say that R word no more. But, bro, something wrong with you. You're stupid. Because you could see now. Like, you know now, like, that's not the problem. That all our children can go to these schools every day. It changes nothing. It's what they're learning in them schools. What's the purpose of those schools? What is the curriculum in those schools? That's what the real issue is. And if you understand that you're not free and that these schools will not educate you, then you understand not to send your children to those schools, to build your own schools. That's where we should have been at a long time ago. And the crazy part is, we read, before this, we read The Miseducation of a Negro. That they were doing the same period. They were allowed during the same period. And Carter G. Woodson was saying something totally different. Carter G. Woodson said, don't trust these new niggas. Don't trust these Du Bois and these niggas that want to integrate. We need to create and build our own schools. Excuse me. That's what he was saying. So it's not like you could say Du Bois and them didn't have this information at the ready. They didn't know this right now. But they're talking about the enrollment in the schools. If you go to any, I don't know if anybody want to answer the question I asked, the similarities to these numbers to now. Even though it's more people enrolled into these schools, these numbers say something. Because now it's flipped on his head. Like, he said 20, let me bring it back around real quick.
20% of the boys and 21% of the girls are in school.
20 to 21. It's way further than that now. The numbers are totally different. The numbers are totally different. If you look at the graduation rate, you may have like 20 to 5. Like 20 girls graduate and like 5 boys graduate. Go into any graduation. Go in there. Go into the schools. And you will see it. You will see the disparity in the, like, if you have a boy and a girl and you put both of them from kindergarten and you track the numbers all the way up to middle school, to high school, to college, you will see the numbers. The boys are all the way down at the bottom. Not even close. There's a reason for that. Even they continuously tell us that black men are oppressive to black women. They're the one controlled. Most of the homes I know are ran by black women. If most black men are the ones that are being attacked and sent to prison, because the numbers are not even equal. Like, we're not even going to try to play that game. The numbers are not equal. Even in our homes, in our own culture, we are separated. We're separated. We're told that we are the problem. We're told the drug dealer, the petty chain snatcher. These are the problem in our community. Not the people that's miseducating us. Not the people that's allowing the landlords, the slumlords. Like, you pay rent. Right now, rent in Newark is thousands. You got to pay like $1,500, $1,600, $2,500 to be able to stay in Newark, New Jersey. You have no water. For months, there's no hot water. There ain't no petty drug dealer doing that. For you to be able to get a place to stay, you got to make about $90,000. Ain't no petty, no chain snatcher, no weed seller, no crackhead, nobody selling crack on the streets. They're not doing that. They're not making you have to work 3 jobs to be able to survive. This is socially constructed things that are managed by professional crooks, professional thieves, and hustlers. They call them politicians. The police department. The school system. This is how you keep thousands of people under servitude, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it.
The boys stopped school pretty suddenly at 16. The girls at 17. Nearly 11% of the children in school were in attendance less than the full term. Of these attending the whole term, there is much irregularity through absences and tardiness. On the whole, therefore, the effect of school attendance is less than appears at first sight. The question of illiteracy is a difficult one to have answered without actual tests, especially when the people questioned have some motives for appearing less ignorant than they actually are. The figures for the seventh board therefore undoubtedly understate the illiteracy somewhat. Nevertheless, the error is not probably large enough to deprive the figures of the...
You heard what he just said? Black people ain't just start capping. Black people been capping, been lying about our reality forever. He said, like, you could get the stats and stuff, but you got to be careful because people be studying. They don't want to admit they're as dumb as they are. Even now, everybody know everything. Everybody know everything. Like, you go, yo.
Put that on the flip side because because at that time black people aren't supposed to know how to read or know anything, so they probably lied about their education. I guess they can go both ways.
No, well, you know what? I may be wrong too. You're right. It probably could go both ways, but we still be capping. We don't keep it real. We always try and be like somebody else instead of keeping it real with ourselves, who we are.
Considerable value, and compared with statistics taken in a similar manner, they are probably of average reliability. Of 8,464 Negroes in the 7th Ward, the returns show that 12.17% are totally illiterate. Comparing this with the previous years, we have a large number of young people in the 7th Ward probably brings the average of illiteracy below the level of the whole city. Why this is so may be seen if we take the literacy of 4 age classes. The same difference is plain if we take the returns of the census of 1890 for the colored population of the whole city. Separating those in the 7th Ward by sex, we have this table, showing a total illiteracy of 10% among the males and 17% among the females. Granting that those reporting themselves as able to read should in most cases be included under the illiterate, and that therefore the rate of illiteracy in the 7th Ward is about 18%, and perhaps 20% for the city. Nevertheless, the rate is, all things considered, low and places the Philadelphia Negroes in a position not much worse than that of the total population of Belgium, which is 15.9%, so far as actual literates are concerned. The degree of education of those who can read and write can only be indicated in general terms. The majority have only a partial common school education from the country schools of the South or the primary grades of the city. A considerable number have taken grammar school work, and very few have entered the high schools, and there have been from 50 to 100 graduates from colleges and professional schools since the war. Exact figures as to the proportion of students taking higher courses are not easily obtained. In the Cato School, 1867 to 1896, 11% of those entering the primary grade were promoted to the grammar school. Less than 1% of those entering the primary grade of the Volk School were promoted to the high school. Of those graduating from the course at the Institute for Colored Youth, 8% have taken a college or professional course. Thus, it appears that of 1,000 colored children entering the primary grade, 110 go to the grammar school, 10 to the high school, and 1 to the college or to a professional school. The basis of induction here is, however, too small for many conclusions. At present, there are in the 7th Ward 13 schools for children of all races and 64 teachers, with school property valued at $214,382. The schools are 1 combined grammar and secondary, 3 secondary, 1 combined secondary and primary, 4 primary, and 4 kindergartens. In the city, the following are the public schools chiefly attended by Negroes: All the teachers are colored except those in the Ramsey and Miller schools, who are all white. There are a few colored kindergarten teachers in various sections, and large numbers of colored children go to other schools besides those designated. Many of the colored schools have a high reputation for efficient work. There is, theoretically, no discrimination in night schools, and some Negroes go to white schools for the most part. However, the Negroes are in the following night schools: the Institute for Colored Youth is still a popular and useful institution. It gives grammar and high school courses. In 1890, by the efforts of both white and colored friends, an industrial department with 11 teachers was added. Among the men trained here are Octavius V. Cato, Jacob C. White, Jr., who was for 35 years principal of the Vault School, two ex-ministers from the United States to Haiti, and a young colored physician who recently broke 25 years record in excellence of his examination before the state board. Under Mr. White, mentioned above, Mr. Henry Panther, the artist recently honored by the French government, was graduated from the Vault School. Considering this testimony as a whole, it seems certain that the Negro problem in Philadelphia is no longer, in the main, a problem of sheer ignorance. To be sure, there is still a very large totally illiterate class of perhaps 6,000 persons over 10 years of age. Then, too, the other 24,000 are not, in any sense of the word, educated as a mass. Most
Like if you listen to what he's telling you about. Remember, I told you it's a class struggle. The people that are in these schools, that are going to these schools, are the people in the higher echelon, higher class. All the other people, the poor people, you and I, all of us, we're not even literate. We're not even reading. We don't know how to read. There are no institutions built. Like our leaders, the black leaders, the black people that have money at that time, they didn't build any institutions to educate the rest of the people. That's what he's explaining to you. He's not saying it like that, but that's what he's saying by not saying it. Those people that he's talking about going to school with white children, with secretaries or whatever from Haiti, being the teachers in all those places of them schools, those are not the schools for us on the plantation, for the niggas in the hood. That ain't for us. Yo, in this space right here, this is the space where we make this reality real, where we separate from the lie. The people that work at City Hall, the people that work in our school system, are supposed to be educating our children. All these people are not doing what we need them to do for us as a people, for us to succeed. They're doing what they need to do for them to go live in the suburbs or keep their jobs. And that is a indirect conflict with us, with our needs. Because they come in and they allow the slumlords to come in, buy up the property. I'm talking about the politicians, because they have access to all of this. They're the one that sell these buildings, these properties. They come in, they buy up all the properties, they double the rent. We can't afford to stay there, so they remove us. But they double the rent illegally. And the politicians that we pay taxes to, that you go out there and vote, they work with these people to displace and remove you. We have a conflict, because they're supposed to be serving us, but that's not what they're doing. That's not what they've ever done. And then who tells us that? Who lets me know that when I'm going to school, when I'm a kid, who tells me that these schools are not here to educate me? These public schools that I'm walking to every day, teaching me about Abraham Lincoln, about Columbus. Who's there to tell me like these schools are not there to serve me? Hey, yo, let me pick up the phone. House calling me. Hey, what's up, House? Yeah, we got the podcast, we got the meetings. You won't be pulling up to nothing. Yo, I'm on the podcast right now. You call. I told everybody I'm about to answer the phone. I mean, like, I be trying, like, what's up, bro? You said what? Yeah, you just woke up. Yeah, I had to sleep too. But I'm on the podcast right now, man. I'm gonna chop it up with you. Pull up so we can talk. But yeah, like that's Big House. He's part of our organization. Yo, we all got to pull in. Yo, we all got to pull our weight. That's the only way we're going to do anything. If we all don't pull our weight, we don't come work together, we don't do what we're supposed to do, these people are going to keep pulling the wool over our eyes, telling us, like, listen to him now. He's talking about reading, that we should go learn how to read. We should go learn these people stuff, go to their schools. That's how we're going to be successful. If we send our children to their schools, we're going to be successful. What's the verdict? I see a few people here. Anybody could chime in. What's the verdict? Is going to their schools going to liberate us? Anybody could chime in. Don't just let me monopolize the time and speak. This is a platform for all of us to speak. Like, you're going to see how they try to silence you when you go speak at their events. These middle class managerial black folks. When you go to it, yeah.
I'm gonna volunteer. I'm gonna volunteer somebody. That means I'm gonna tell somebody volunteer. Our first person that was on the line before the show even started, Marcus. Please introduce yourself, and thank you for coming. We'd love to hear what you have to say about what you've heard so far.
Hello, my name's Marcus.
Hey, how you doing, Marcus? All power to the people, Marcus.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Outstanding. So what you think? What you think going to these schools is going to change our condition?
No, it's not. I think everything they teach in the school is fake.
All power to the people. All power to the people. So, like, what's the next step then? What's the next? Go ahead.
The problem is today, the schools don't teach kids how to be financial. They don't teach none of the real history. They don't teach anything about the government. They just teach you how to spend your money instead of saving your money.
All power to the people. Nah, and that's the problem. They're not teaching us how to take power. They're teaching us just how to be consumers. All power to the people.
Most of them can read and write fairly well, but few have a training beyond this. The leading classes among them are mostly grammar school graduates, and a college-bred person is very exceptional. Thus, the problem of education is still large and pressing, and yet considering their ignorance in the light of history and present experience, it must be acknowledged that there are other social problems connected with this people more pressing than that of education.
Oh, that's it right
there. Fair degree of
there are more social problems, more pressing than education. You see, like when I say like they dance around it, they allude around it, there are more social problems, more pressing than education. They're like the class struggle. That class line. Because like when he wrote, he talked about the color line, but he never really talked about the class line. That class line cuts deep. You know, there are people that belong to the fraternities, to the sororities, to the Democratic Party, Republican Party. That class line is deep. Is deep. They look down on everybody else. And we sit here, we keep listening to them. Because the first thing they do is tell us it's race. It's about our race. It's about our race. While they live with the white people. While they marry the white people. They keep telling us it's race. It's race. It's race. The only place that they want to live is with the white people. They don't never talk about class. They don't never talk about, there's no Donald Trump in Newark, New Jersey. Donald Trump is not in City Hall. He's not in the city council. He's not in the school board. There's no Donald Trump here. Yo, it's black and brown people here that's doing all the suffering. That are administering all the suffering that we're going through. Ain't no Donald Trump here. Nobody's saying Donald Trump is not a sociopath, pedophile. Nobody said that. He's everything they call him. But so are they. So are they. And that's why nothing changes. Because they get people to believe that he is so evil, the problem is Trump. You get rid of Trump, and then you're still in the streets. You still can't afford a place to stay. Your water's still poison. Your air's still poison. You can't afford eggs. It's all people that look like you in power.
Persistent and present methods will settle in time the question of ignorance, but other social questions are by no means so near a solution. The only difficulties in the matter of education are carelessness in school attendance and poverty which keeps children out of school. The former is a matter for the colored people to settle them.
And poverty which keeps children out of school. Where does the poverty come from, Du Bois? He blamed those people for their poverty. It's a class thing. Yo, if this is your first time here, if you've never been here before, like what you hearing should be different from what you hear anywhere else. Nowhere else do they really bring up class. Do they talk about the same black people that in our communities running around and call themselves revolutionaries, activists? They're the one that's bringing the pain, that's bringing this laws, these policies that they're getting from these landlords, these slumlords, these politicians. They're the one that's administering our pain. And we all must accept that and stop lying to ourselves. Like I said, ain't no Donald Trump in Jersey City, Bloomfield, Newark, East Orange, Elizabeth. There's no Donald Trumps around here. You have black, Spanish, whatever, black and brown, however they want to call themselves, that are in power. And how we doing? Life got better? Has life gotten better? Almost done.
Themselves, and it's one to which their attention needs to be called. While much has been done, yet it cannot be said that Negroes have fully grasped their great school advantages in the city by keeping their younger children regularly in school, and from this remissness much harm has sprung.
Now you heard him. That's how Du Bois ended it. Our problem is we're not sending our children into these public schools, into these schools. That's what our problem is as a people. I told you, we go back and read to see what they say. Now remember, this is Du Bois, this is early Du Bois. At the end of his life, they done kicked him out of the country. Because after a while, you can't keep lying and saying this is a democracy, that people are free. Du Bois, they went and got him. Jews, the same people we talking about that's over there bombing Palestine, all these places, they went and paid for them, paid him, got the NAACP, started all these groups, all these fake groups to pull a wool over our eye. They're still around today. As soon as something happened, they come up like ambulance chasers. They drive up and try to stir the people's anger towards a paycheck for whoever got hurt. Even though the people are waking up to this, if we don't organize, if we don't come together and work together, nothing is going to change. Because the power is only in the people. The power is in the people. When the people come together and they start to work together, the state ceases to exist. But the problem is organizing the people and getting the people to come together to work together. That's the hard part. That's the tricky part. Ain't no voting. There's no policy that's going to be written to change anything. Every day, people are getting locked up. Lives are being thrown away. What are we going to do? I mean, I brought my homie up here. Hey, Terrell, you up here, Rev? Unmute yourself. If do you see them, General Secretary? His name is Terrell. Unmute him.
I'm looking now. No, I don't see Terrell. Well, I don't know. That's a phone number. It might be him. Let me. Who's 347? I'm gonna unmute you.
Then unmute anybody.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here
Hey,
now.
Terrell.
What's up,
Okay.
y'all?
All power to the people.
Okay.
You in the Bronx right now? Where you at?
Just made it out of Queens right now. I'm in Manhattan.
All power to the people. You going over there to the food distribution?
Yeah, I'm trying to get over there before it's all said and done.
Okay. Yo, but just give us a quick synopsis real quick. What's going on out there in Jersey City?
Man, Jersey City's on a powder keg right now, you know. They just killed the police, the pigs just killed my nephew, T-Shawn Rogers. And I kept on telling my nephew, don't play into the playbook. You know what I'm saying? At nighttime, they want you to be in those dark blocks where the camera's not on them, and it's just your word against theirs. But, you know, anyway, the story, it's a lot of stories. You know, I wasn't there, but the story that the street is telling is that, you know, he had beef with somebody. He wanted to settle it. And then the cops pulled up. He didn't know who was who, so he let off one shot. And then the cops just, you know, unloaded on him. And he fed right into the cops' playbook, you know.
Yeah, that's if we believe in what's going on. Like you said, when you spoke to me, you told me that we needed to come out there and do the investigation, right?
Exactly. Definitely. What? Go ahead, Captain.
No, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to the other comrades and sometime this week we're gonna go out and do our own investigation. But be that as it may, like keep the police what they have. They didn't have no clothes. They didn't tell who they were. Yo, we have no idea what happened out there. Yo, we go back, we go investigate, do all the investigating. We find out it's totally different from what they're saying. I mean, and I told you this earlier when we spoke. Yo, if he unloaded on the police first, those videos would have been plastered everywhere for everybody to see, so they could say like, look what we
did. Say that, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like look at the evidence. Look how evil these people are. That's why we got to be out here in the streets. But if they still haven't shown the video yet, that make me suspect. I mean, so like after this show next week, that's gonna be one of the first things that we on next week. And then when we go out there and do our investigation, try to talk to the family, we gonna come back and bring it to everybody else out here. I mean, but thanks a lot for bringing that to our attention, man. All power to the people.
All power to people. We need you.
All power. Hey, when you get out there, you'll hit me too, yo. Shit. Yo, I think our comrade should be out there. Hey, General Secretary, hit Paul up and see if Paul is out there to give us a little news of what's going on out there.
All right.
Yo, thanks a lot, my guy.
All power to the people.
All power to the people. Now, yo, this is what we do. This is our life. When we say we serve the people. I mean,
peace and blessings, brother.
You said what?
I said peace and blessings, brother. How's everything?
Oh man, what's going on, Moo? How you doing, Mutar?
Listen, I ain't want to say much. I just wanted to thank you for being consistent and persistent with informing us about the importance of the class struggle. It is very important, and I appreciate that.
All power to the people. Yeah, man, because like, if you just wake up right now and you say you want to do something, you want to change the conditions in the community, it's really hard to know where to go. Because like everybody's saying the right things. They're telling you what you think need to be done. It sounds good. It takes a while. It takes a couple of years for you to start to weed out all the people that are frauds. It takes a while. I mean, and we don't have no schools. We don't have nothing here to be able to prep people, to teach them who's who. That's why it is fundamental that as activists, we speak to the people and really draw the line and keep it a buck with them and don't lie to them. If the homie come on real quick, we're gonna switch over there and see what's going on out there. He out in I believe that he at where is he? Manhattan, somewhere.
1 second, Chairman. Yes, I just spoke with Paul. He said they're unloading right now and give him a few more minutes. So I'll call back in a few more minutes.
All power to the people. Yeah, so like when let me come down here, because I'm gonna start from down where we starting at. Let me see where we starting at. We could start from her too. There's so many places you could go. Let me keep going down.
But what?
So this was one day last week. So I'm driving. I had dropped my daughter off to school, and I'm driving home. Then I see on my timeline on the phone that they're having a rally. They're having a rally downtown for LaMonica MacGyver. LaMonica MacGyver had got herself entangled up in the system, locked up. Did they even lock up? I don't even think they locked up. She got herself charged because she went over to the ICE facility where they had the undocumented people locked up at. So she went to the ICE facility. I think she went because Raz Baraka was going, and they were going down there to go do a photo op. And when they got down there, the ICE people arrested Raz Baraka. They detained them. However they want to say it. One thing led to the other. LaMonica, they're trying to protect the mayor because she's trying to protect the mayor because she's in Congress because of the mayor. The mayor got her put on the city council. How did he put on the city council? The mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and his family have been in politics for decades, going back to the 80s and the 70s. They have built up their numbers from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Yo, the mayor's father was Mary Baraka. He was a famous poet. He was also part of the COINTELPRO side of the Black liberation.
Yeah, the government loved him so much they made him the poet laureate.
They made the
he
government.
thought he made the poem. That's why he made that poem.
Who blew up America? That's when they got rid of him. When he did Who Blew Up America, but that's later on in his life. But this dude been bootlicking, shoe shuffling all the way back in the 70s. And Mary Baraka, that's Ras Baraka's father. Built up the connections all the way up the highways, down the highway, built up connections here for his son. Now his son is the mayor in Newark, New Jersey. How are the people doing? It's less black people in Newark now than when he took power. You can't even call Newark Chocolate City no more. The largest effort of gentrification, I have all the data here that I'm going to show you. The largest effort in gentrification is right here in Newark, New Jersey. Ain't no Donald Trump here. That's what Ras Baraka has done. But you have to understand, they have a long line of organizing to bring people into the community, in this community, in Newark, into their political organizations, organizing for them to try to get into white supremacy, for them to be the face of white supremacy. That's what Mary Baraka was organizing in the 70s. And like, you don't even have to take my words for it. That's what Fred Hampton and them said about him. They said, how you going to try to blow up on Friday or Saturday or burn up what you trying to buy on Monday? That's what he was saying about this integrationist, like Mary Baraka. George Jackson. Go look at real revolutionaries. How they spoke about these people like Ras Baraka. And then right now in real time, we're dealing with his son. His son has inherited that political landscape that his father left here from, that got him all the way into City Hall for him to become mayor. His son has inherited it. And none of that stuff has anything to do with the people. And they act like they're speaking for the people. When you challenge them, you know what they do? They isolate you, or they get the police to come and intimidate you, harass you, lock you up, beat you up. That's what these people are doing in our community. It's not no Donald Trump. It's other black people that look just like us. Just like us. And before I even play that is perfect segue for me to play this young sister, because she went to the council meeting last week. And listen to her at the council meeting. Listen to this sister before I come in.
My name is Atisha Davis, and I'm a mother raising a child in this city. A city that's been dying in slow motion while its people are told to be patient.
This is the city council meeting. The whole city council meeting. This is the whole city council meeting. Everybody in the city. These are the people that come out to the city for the council meeting, the people that have issues in the city. Most of these people that you see sitting back here, these are like political operatives. They're politicians in their own right. They're all trying to, fight for position to be sitting behind this glass wall right here. All these people right here, they work for the city. So really, there's nobody here that's really of the people. That's really here, that's really a resident, that's fighting for the people. Everybody here that you see is really political operatives. And she's coming here to come talk to the people that's sitting behind. I think this is packed council right here, because it's COVID been over, but they're sitting behind this glass. It's probably bulletproof now. To protect them from the people. Do this look like servants of the people? Or do this look like kings and lords of the people? There's no democracy here. But listen to what she says. Listen, like what what's coming out of her mouth is what the average North resident is dealing with.
From the very beginning, our suffering oppression would have never been successful without the help of people who look just like me.
Remember we talking about class. I don't know this sister. I don't think I know this sister. We never had conversations before. But listen to what she's saying. She's saying the same thing that we were just talking about class.
From the face of betrayal isn't always an outsider. It's often the insider smiling at you while signing your community away. Let's call things what they are. Tax abatements in Norton is no longer policy. It's pay to play. It's bribery wrapped in legislation. Developers walk in with promises of progress, and 20-year tax breaks later, they leave behind hollow buildings and hopeless residents. And me, I've been living with a leaking ceiling for 5 years, buckets on the floor for 5 years, of false work orders, false years of we'll fix it soon. Code enforcement comes out, document violations, and still nothing has been done. Nothing. How do I explain to my child? How do I tell them that the system meant to protect us is the same one conspiring against us? I have to teach my 10-year-old that the enemy isn't just a white face anymore. It's the ones of any color who profit from our pain and turn their heads while we suffer. We've been lied to by management, ignored by city officials and agencies, dismissed by officials who act like accountability is an option. We've been patient while corruption dressed itself as bureaucracy. We've watched you trade away our future for campaign donations and photo ops. I'm done begging. I am done asking this city for help that never comes. If North refuses to believe this corruption, excuse me, I will fight. I will take my fight to Washington. I'll pitch my tent right outside the White House if I have to, and I will plead with President Donald Trump to come federalize this city. Corruption has gone on unchecked for far too long. This is not government anymore. This is organized neglect. This is betrayal of the people you swore to serve. You have developers getting tax abatements for 20 years while families can't even get their ceilings fixed in 5. You have inspectors falsifying reports and officials pretending not to see the mold, the leaks, the rodents. And you have the nerve to call that progress. Well, here, progress, the people are waking up. We're not just filing complaints anymore. We're building a movement. You can ignore me tonight, but you will remember my words when your presidents decide that we had enough and demand real change.
How did I go back? But yeah, you just heard what she just said. That's not something that I'm making up. I'm not making these issues that people are going through in the community. I'm not making them up. This is what's going on in our community right now, in real time. These companies get tax abatements, they get all these things, and what do we get? What do we get? So like I said, I was driving, and I saw them, they're having a pep rally. Now, you got to remember, you got groups like POP, People's Organization for Progress. Yo, people in North don't know these people. It's old, like, yo, I'm old, but these people like in their 70s, 60s, and 70s. And they've been out here. They've been out here stealing, shoe shuffling, bootlicking, and just, like, guiding the people toward the wrong way for 40, 50 years now. These people are the ones that have these pep rallies. And then they have these pep rallies, they bring in journalists, and they broadcast it to the rest of the world as if Newark residents are the ones that is out here demanding that a politician be let go. The same politician that threw them all into the streets. They demanded that she be let go. All those people down there that you're about to see in the video, all these people are political operatives. They work for Ras Baraka. They work for these politicians like Edward Riley, Zaid Muhammad. He's a fake Black Panther in North. You see, and that's another thing. If we were really serious as Panthers, people like this, like Zaid Muhammad, wouldn't be so confident to come around here and be the mouthpiece for politicians, for imperialism. But that's an issue that we need to deal with as Panthers ourselves. That you have people like this bootlicking Uncle Toms coming out here to give protection to corrupt politicians like Ras Baraka. You're going to see him in the video. I didn't know he was going to be there. I didn't know they were even having this event in the city. I was just driving past. And they all over there screaming. They got the loudspeaker. They got the reporters out there telling the reporters that the residents of Newark want LaMonica free. Drop the charges. Yo, the residents want her locked up. They want her locked up for housing crisis that she brought on the residents. Because it was manifested. They brought that upon the residents. It didn't happen organically. They manifested the reality that we're going through. This gentrification that we're going through, they did it. They did it by not holding the slum lords, the landlords accountable. They refuse to hold them accountable. They're working for them. They take money from them. You go investigate them, I guarantee you they take money for them. How many politicians already went down already? For pay-to-play schemes in Newark already. That's tied to them. Part of their team. How many? But they think we are all stupid, that nobody will stand up to them. Anytime they have these little fake rallies, we should push up on them. We should tell them that's not what the people are demanding out here. The people are not demanding LaMonica be left free. The people are demanding she go to jail for gentrification. Let me play the video so y'all could see it on your own, man. Sure. See, not this video. This is the video of them talking about me dying, them killing me. That's what that video was about.
Hey, all power to the people, man. All power to the people. Hey, let me know if you can hear me, y'all. Hey, somebody say something if I'm coming through loud and clear. Right now. So I need y'all to let me know, be loud and clear, man. We got a mission to go through real quick. Talk to me. Am I loud and clear? I'm loud and clear out there? This Chairman African, New African Black Panther Party. For now, big news coming up soon. What up? Talk to me. Can y'all hear me out there? We got a mission. We on a mission right now. Yo, you know what I hate more than white supremacy or imperialism? The only thing I hate more than white supremacy and imperialism is Uncle Tom's. It's sellouts. It's people that take our pain and suffering and try to profit off it. See, like, you can't really hold them accountable out here because they get paid. They get paid to do what they're doing. They get paid by our oppressors, by our enemies, to go out here and spread lies to the people and tell the people things and ideas that will get us nowhere. They get paid for it. So while we out here suffering, trying to build institutions, educating ourselves, learning, trying to find ways to get our people out of the hell they're catching, these people out here leading our people back into the motherfucking lion's den. I despise them. I despise them with all my heart. The only way you can really hold those people accountable is when they expose themselves. See, because they will never debate you. They will never debate me about the ideas which they hold. Like going to go vote for more politicians, more corrupt politicians in a corrupt system. That's how you stop people from being homeless, people from being thrown in the streets, police from shooting people in the back. These are the ideas that they have for our community. So you wait till they gather themselves and they bring themselves out the light. And then you walk right up on them and you challenge them in front of everybody. You create a town square where they have to justify their ideas. Yeah, see, this is the exact moment. Look, they got the cameras, you got the fake unions, and come on, you're going to listen to them. They're going to talk like they're from our community, like they live in North, when we know damn well they don't live here.
Yo, right in front with that black Scully right there, that's Larry Ham right there. Larry Ham is the head of the Uncle Tom Sellout Brigade in Newark, New Jersey. He right up front. I've been challenging for a few years now. I mean, because at first, see, like he caught me slipping. They had their little fake meetings. I think it's on Thursdays over there at the church. He had me going to the meetings when I first, like at first when you get into activism and you want to do good, you see these are the people that you see in front of you. I remember I heard him talking down at Essex County College, and the way he was talking about people going to jail, how the system was coming after a black man, sending them to jail. That thing put a tear in my eye. He started talking about Michelle Alexander. Like, these people understand our suffering. They know the hell we catching. and then they use it to get themselves paid. I don't know how they're washing the money, but he's not standing in front of that line. He didn't bring out his organization. He's not working with the unions. He didn't bring Bob Henley, the one with the green coat right here with the black hat on. He's on WBAI. He did not build this relationship with these people, bring them all out here. He's not going on the radio station doing all of that for free. And inconveniently doing it for the mayor. Because everything that he's up there pushing is what the mayor's pushing. But he acts like he's on the streets. He's a revolutionary. He's fighting against imperialism. He's fighting against the system. I don't understand what Robert is trying to say. I don't know how to help Robert out, but Robert said he's trying to get onto the show. I don't know what he's saying. Somebody got to come look at my phone and see what he's saying. But that's Larry Ham up there. And on the other side of Larry Ham, these are all political operatives, politicians. You will see no residents. You don't see any residents. Take my phone. You don't see any residents, nobody from the number block, the people that been losing their homes. They're nowhere in this picture right here.
Hey,
look,
come on, you gonna listen?
Look at it. Look right here. There's this white lady, all these people, this dude with the trench coat, all these people. None of these people are from North. This is not North residents.
They're gonna talk like they from our.
That white person from North, like that white person from North. And then look at the crowd. None of these people are from our city. None of them are from North.
So they're out here fighting for us. People out here starving, don't have a place to live. They're fighting for a congresswoman. And they act like they're speaking for the people of North. They don't speak for us. They do not speak for us at all. It's bad people in the county jail right now that the police them beat up. They're not protesting, drop them charges. They're out here for a congresswoman. These people are freaking sick. They act like they're speaking for
that dude, the red sweater. I think. Let me see what that sweater say. I think that sweater say the Urban League.
It's bad people in the county jail right now at the
National Urban League. These are the people that are down here, bamboozling, hoodwinking us, bringing these people into our communities that don't mean. All right, no. These are the people. You see the Urban League, National Urban League? You don't see them in our hoods. You don't see them helping nobody get into their homes. You don't see them feeding nobody. You don't see Larry Ham feeding nobody. You don't see Larry Ham getting nobody to their homes. This is all this stunt that you see him doing. He bring the politicians around, they walk outside, they stop traffic with the police, and they just scream in the air, and they go home. They make the people think that they're out here serving them when they are worse than Trump.
Police them beat up. They're not protesting, drop them charges. They're out here for a congresswoman. These people are freaking sick. People are saying, "Oh shit, look what this! Look here, look here."
Look, that's Baba Zaid. They call him Baba Zaid. He's an actor, a prankster, a clown. You about to hear him. We need to unite on all fronts. What front? You can't unite with an Uncle Tom and a sellout. To do what? To go beg master for policies? I called him an integrationist. That's what he is. He want to integrate into the system. The same stuff that Du Bois was talking about in 1890, that's what he's talking about today. And they pay him. He get paid. Like, they think we are all dumb. When they allocate money to all these different organizations, they allocate it to people like that. These are people that get the money. What's the name of the what's the name of the group? North something, North Coalition, North something. They got a whole bunch of fake activists on there. Man, what General Secretary?
I think it's North Peace Coalition or something.
North Peace Coalition have brought no peace, have done nothing to serve the residents. They've done absolutely nothing. They stand around in circles with some dumb incense and then blame the residents in the community for the issue that they're going through. And then they run around everywhere protecting the mayor, protecting politicians, the same politicians that are passing laws to destroy these communities. That's what Zaid is doing.
Supposed to be a Black Panther right here. Look here. All power to the people. What the fuck is this down there in front of?
Yo, he was sitting there boiling. The whole time I was talking just now, he was standing right there. I didn't even know he was there until I turned to the side and I saw his big head right there. I didn't even know he was there. But he was sitting there stewing, and this is the best he could do right here. And watch, you going to say this and try to run.
Yes, ain't no united front. You got to build it. Yo, bro, this got to build it. You can't build it, but now your integration.
United Front against racism. That's look at this mug. United Front against racism. How you gonna build a united front against racism when you're supporting imperialism? When you're the one there protecting Ras Baraka? How you building anything? Huh? But this, I'm gonna get to that guy in a second. Where is he at? There you go, right here.
Supposed to be a Black Panther right here. Look here. All power to the people. What the fuck is this? Against racism. Ain't no united front. You got to build it. Yo, bro, this got to build it. You can't build it. Integration. You're integrationist. This ain't no policy. Look at it. I was like, 1969. Black Panther.
1969. You want a united front against fascism. Those Lamonicus are fascists. Ras Baraka is a fascist. The entire government is a fascist government. So what united front for who? You're telling me you're there standing with the people that threw all the residents in Newark into the street, made everybody homeless in the street because you want to build a united front for fascism. You an idiot. Either you an idiot or you think I'm an idiot to listen to you.
Against fascists. I didn't talk about our state. You come from your ass. People in the streets. People getting thrown out of their homes by the administration you support. Yo.
Look at them running. Look at them running. Look at them running. And look, you see how she's standing there? She's looking. She's scared to say anything because she know I'm right. She's going to try to go take it out on Poppy. But Comrade Poppy going to deal with it the right way. All these people are connected, man. They're all frauds. They all have this little circle. Yo, if the people of Newark wake up and start challenging these people, they're done. They're done. And that's what scares them. Look, they're all together. They're all together making sure we suffer, bruh. They're eating. They're making deals. And then they have this fake little things right here. They're little fake little photo op. And they're going to run around here talking about the people of Newark supporting LaMonica. The people are trying to free LaMonica. Don't nobody care about no damn LaMonica. Lock her ass up, man. Throw away the key. Lock her up with the same energy she had to throwing them people in spies outside of their homes. You want me to show you the people that she threw outside their homes? You know what? Let me go to it right now. We're doing too much talking. Let me go show you the people right now in the streets that she threw, that she helped them slumlords kick them out of their homes. Let's go. That's one of them right here. But imagine you come home one day, Friday. You come home Friday, this building, this in the Central Ward. This whole ward right here. And this guy right here, this dude that's standing here is an ex-cop. He's an ex-cop. He probably like 6'5", 6'6", somewhere around there. He tall. But like you see how I'm pointing the camera right to his chest. But he came out there and they went and locked the residence door. This building is 20 floors. 20 floors. Probably like what? How many apartments on this floor? Probably like 7, 8, 9, 10 apartments on this floor. I don't really know.
It's like 20 apartments. It's like 500 units per like building.
Now, like, I'm about to play the video. Listen to the video yourself.
What would you do though? You got home my nigga. Hey, my no, I don't get locked down. Yeah, but no, that ain't how it works. I don't know. Hey, but you pay the rent. So you pay your mortgage, you go home, they lock you out. What you do there? They're not gonna lock me out. You go home, they lock your house right now. We did provide no, but they're not supposed you security, right? They're not supposed to lock nobody doors without discourage, without going through court, without But you can do the easy good. You don't understand. But the building of the people. But the people in the building. And your apartments, man. And you got to go home. So what you have to get to the building locked down, what should they do? They have to pay for it, right? Like you want to go home, right?
That was the chaos. That was on Friday evening. Yo, the building, the landlord, the owners had told the management, the people that work there, to go lock these people's doors. It's on a Friday. So who do you call? You call the police. The police come through. They're going to tell you they can't take the lock off. You got to go through the courts. The police told us that it was illegal for them to put the locks on the door, but they couldn't take it off. The police couldn't take the locks off. We told them, cool. We came back and we took the locks off and we let the people back into their homes. That's LaMonica. That's LaMonica, what you call it, ward. That's where LaMonica was the council person at. The person that they're standing out there, demanding be freed. That was her ward. That's where she worked at. That was the people that she was responsible for. And she stood there and let them people lock them doors. I'm trying to find, where's this video I'm trying to find with her? I don't know. I don't think I sent it to you. With her going back inside that house. I probably didn't send it to you. No, I didn't send it. But I was going to show the video where we helped one of those people that was out there get back into their house. This is another lady that we helped stay on home.
Hello, I'm Captain Patience with the new African Black Panther Party. Today we just finished helping one of the residents at Garden Spires.
Yeah. Garden Spires, that's her ward. That's my bad, y'all. But Garden Spires, that's her ward.
Hello, I'm Captain Patience with the new
Trust and believe. Thank you. Because I was going crazy. I didn't know what you. I appreciate it a million times.
My bad. I'm going to start over.
I was going Captain Patience with the new African Black Panther Party. Today we just finished helping one of the residents at Garden Spires.
Yes, I appreciate it a million times. Because I was going crazy. I didn't know what you do, but trust and believe. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the program. I feel much better because I'm about to take my life.
No, you wasn't.
Because I was cracking up. I didn't know what to do.
Yo, it's like, it seemed like she just saying it to be saying it. She said, I was about to take my life. Yo, what are you going to do when you have nowhere to stay? When you don't know where to sleep at? They talk about mental health. Every time you bring up the issues in the community, all they want to talk about is mental health because they want to point the finger back at you to blame you. But they sold the building. They sold that building to the developer that came in and illegally raised the rent. I didn't say it legally. Even though he has all the help from the city, from the state, from the government, from the police to do the crooked stuff they're doing, they still doing it illegally. You can't board nobody's door up. The only person that could board their doors up is the sheriff's department. And where are these politicians to hold them accountable? Where are these politicians to get these people back into their homes? Why do we have to do it? Because these people are compromised. All of the politicians are compromised. They work for oligarchs. America is not a democracy. You have to accept that. And once you accept that, what you going to do? Are you trying to help the people or are you trying to help yourself? Because if you help yourself, then be who you are. Claim who you are. You're a selfish, psychopathic bastard that don't care about the people, that don't care about the culture. You're not pro-black. If all you care about is yourself and your family, you're not pro-black. You were traded to any liberation that's ever been fought. You're traded to all our ancestors. If you think your only job, your only duty is to take care of yourself and your family, that's the recipe of what Uncle Toms are made of. Because you would take anything. You would take any dollar amount to protect you and your family while everybody else suffer. I see you for who you are. You own up to it if that's who you want to be. Let's go back here. Let's go back to Bob and them.
Integration. These people are all fraud. They don't speak for us, man. They don't speak for us. None of these unions. People getting thrown. Where the people? You speak for the people getting thrown in the streets? You helping people go back into their homes? The people being gentrified. You helping them?
Them old sellouts. So I'm talking about, that's somebody's grandmother. That's somebody's Mima. She should be in the house somewhere. But she out here holding up signs. Look how old she is. Holding them signs for Larry Ham and POP. That's how old they are, all of them. They're like that age. They've been selling out for decades now. They don't know nothing else. They're not used to nobody walking up and challenging them. They're not. Who in Newark, what resident in Newark is demanding LaMonica be let go? Demanding to drop the charge of LaMonica. The people hate these politicians. The people hate LaMonica if they know her. Because they know she's the one that's bringing the gentrification to the award. Go ahead, old head, talk.
Come on, your home? No. You're out here fighting for politicians. Corrupt politicians. Corrupt politicians. You're signing the people out. The people will always speak. The people will always be out here to speak. You will not silence the people. These politicians don't speak for the residents of North. They don't speak for the residents. This is all going down from. The media showing up.
Yeah, you see my man in that Urban League sweater? All of them? Yeah, they're all discussing how to handle me. They're all discussing about going to tell the police to come remove me. Because like the rally's not for North residents. It's for them to fight for politicians. And anybody that's talking outside of that, anybody that's talking about gentrification, talking about poverty, talking about housing, talking about the school system, talking about the poison water, talking about the issues that North residents go through, they're going to get the police to handle you. And then they're going to stand up there with the same breath and say Trump is a dictator, as if they're not dictators. Like, if you pay attention to the Democratic Party, they're just like the Republican Party. You notice they didn't have, when they picked Kamala, however you say her name, because you know it's spelled one way and it's pronounced another. When they picked her to be the run for president, they didn't even put it to a vote for the rest of the other Democratic candidates. They just anointed her. Nothing about them is democratic. Nothing about the Democratic Party is democratic. They're just Democrats in name. It's a corporation. It's a company. It has nothing to do with democracy. And most people it's either they don't know about politics or they're naive about how politics work on the ground, on the city level. They think the city level is freer than the federal. They think on the city level you have an opportunity to do anything. Yo, these people got this game sold up. They're the real gangsters. And as soon as you say anything to them, they will use the system to have you locked up. That's Pat Council right there. Pat Council pop up everywhere. That's Pat Council. That's another councilman. What revolutionary circle you see politicians at? Politicians are never in the revolutionary circle.
Speaking wherever. I will speak for the people. They don't speak for the people. The people don't care about no damn politicians. The people don't care about politicians. Who are you? Who are you? I'm from North New Jersey. I'm the chairman of the Black Panther Party here in North. We help the people that...
That's supposed to be a journalist.
The people at the police, we stand and fight for them. These people... Hey, yo, these people, you and WPAI, what's your name? Bob. Yo, did you go down here and go interview the people being thrown in the streets? The people being gentrified?
Yo, it's let me see where I'm at right now. I'm at, was it 5? This is 6-minute mark. I'm at the 6-minute mark. Yo, let me go to this story right here. Look at this story. Who owns North? Is the date on here? May 2020. Hey, yo, that dude Bob Henley. I just told him, why don't you go down here and go check the people that are being thrown out their homes? He said, that's what I'm down here to do. No, you're not. You're not down here. If I go through it, I got to go through the whole rigmarole just now. Nah, then I'm not going to it. Hey, yo, if you want, this report is out. Who owns North? Transferring wealth from Newark homeowners to corporate buyers. Yo, Africa didn't write that. The Black Panther Party didn't write that. They got their names on here. David D. Trout, I don't know that guy, crime director. Catherine Nelson, those people sound white to me. Senior research fellow. That don't got nothing to do with Africa or the Black Panther Party. This is the study that they did. What year? May 2022. Where was LaMonica at? Where was Ross Baraka at? At City Hall, in business. Transferring, when they say transferring wealth from Newark homeowners to corporate buyers, who is doing the transferring if it's not the politician? And then when you come up to these people and you push up on them, all they do is lie. They lie. Number one, they're not going to talk to you behind closed doors. They're not going to meet with you. Because if they understand that you can't be bought, they're not going to meet with you. Because they're getting paid to think what they're thinking. They're not going to unthink or undo what they're doing because they've already cashed that check. So there's no reason for me to go up with them and talk to them in no closed room when I understand that they've been transferring wealth since they've been in power. Those people should be spit upon. We should spit in their face. Keeping it a buck with you. Those people are worse than pigs. There's nothing to negotiate, nothing to talk about. There can be only one. It's either we on top and they're on the bottom, or they're on top and we're on the bottom like we are right now. But there's no negotiating with these people. There's no going to go get a job with these people. Because if you go get a job with them, you got to go into their camp where you're helping them abuse the rest of the residents. I'm good on that. Where I say it was at 6. Where that 6 at? Boom. Go back to Bob.
But why would you be there? Why would you be here supporting politicians if we know they're part of the problem? The Monica threw millions of people into the street. Threw them into the social buildings, the people that came in, the rent and kick them out. No, you ain't going to try to silence them. Okay, like, I can talk to you, you can throw it away.
He asked me, do I want him to write a story about that she threw all these people into the streets? Do I want you as a journalist to write about that? See the kind of stupid stuff they say to me, then I smack the shit out of somebody and I get myself in trouble. Because that's a dumbass question to ask me. You're a journalist. The people are suffering. They're being thrown into the street. Newark, New Jersey is leading the efforts in gentrification. You haven't written no story on that? You have the people that's helping them do it on your program. People like Larry Ham. On your program. Giving them a platform for them to lie. To confuse the people. You ain't no good person, Bob.
This is not the story. The people being put up the police is the story. The people, hey, hold on, I'm gonna start this. Look at her. That woman up there, she sat on the school board. She was trying to.
Hey, Dorian, she's up there speaking. Her mother, I remember when her mother put on the school board. Her mother tried to work with us, tried to get us to go work for the charter schools. We told her to kiss our ass. She went and put her daughter on the school board. She was working for the charter schools in the North Public School Board. Sold away buildings. You see the reading test scores? We got it. Where's it at over here? Let me look for this one. Who owns Newark? We're gonna get back. Right here. Fewer than 10% of third graders are able to read at grade level. Yo, you go inside this story, you go look into this story, you'll be disgusted. Dr. Yama Flag. Guess where Dr. Yama Flag at? That's right over there on Central Ward, where those people are getting kicked out of the buildings. That's where Dr. Yama Flag at. So you got the schools that's miseducating their children, 10%. Fewer than 10% of third graders are able to read. Yo, it don't get much better as you go up in grade. 20%. That's how high it goes. 20-something in the 20s. I'm talking about just reading, not comprehending, not understanding what you're doing. So we send our children. We work 2-3 jobs. We send our children to these schools. Look this up. Look this story up. I don't want to go into it because then I'm gonna have a hard time getting back out. I ain't that good at this. But be that as it may, go read the story. Read the evidence, the data that they have on the education in our schools, what our children are learning. Go read it. That's just saying politicians.
Yeah, it's me, Gen Sec Patience. Yeah, and the pushback that they always give is it starts at home. And I need people to stop saying that because Yeah, it starts at home. The same education that the home receives is the same education the child is receiving. So it does not start at home. As the chairman has been saying over these weeks of us doing this show and in our political class, all this is socially constructed. All this is made man-made, and it could be unmade. That's all I want to say.
All power to the people. And if anybody else want to chime in, look, this is your floor. I mean, I know I'll be talking. I could go forever, man. I go forever, all on and on. But like, if you want to say something, hey, yo, cut it just like the General Secretary just did.
Teaching. That's what they did privatization. Now they're sitting up there. They don't speak for us, bro. These are all political operatives. Nobody here has a right to speak. Not here they don't. Not anymore. They sit there.
You see what he doing? Remember that white liberal that Malcolm talked about. So nobody here has the right to speak. Actually they don't, because they're political operatives. They're not speaking for the people. I don't know who you think you catch with that banana in the tailpipe shit, but they don't deserve to speak. They're all frauds. They're not the people. And by and large, if you don't live in the city, you shouldn't be having no protest saying you're speaking for the people of the city. Who the fuck do you think you are? And excuse me, you're not supposed to use profanity here. We're not supposed to be cursing. But bruh, like, who do you people really think you are? To come into our city. Like, you're going to see them grabbing me, telling me to be quiet, to calm down. What are you telling me? You don't even live here. You're not even going through these conditions we're going through here. What are you talking about? How are you here centering our pain when you telling me how to feel? You telling me who to celebrate, who to let speak, who can speak and not speak. No, you don't deserve to speak here, Bob, especially you, Bob.
Not speaking the truth, they're lying. So where's your crowd? They're political operatives.
You heard him?
I didn't know you were going to be out.
You heard him? He's a journalist. He said, so where's your crowd? Where is your crowd? This is a journalist that's supposed to be speaking for the people and standing at the side of the people, delivering the people's message to the people in power.
The question should have been why those politicians, why Rod don't have the people out here. And then he would have got the answer he didn't want, because the people don't support this shit.
But he asked me, where is your crowd? And that's cool. Yo, did Paul ever chime in yet? Not yet. That's a cool. But he asked me, where's your crowd? We're going to show him our crowd. We're going to show him our crowd. Hey, Bob, the next time you have an event out here, let me know when you got the next event out here. I'm going to show you my crowd, Bob. See, because I didn't know y'all was doing this little fixed PSYOP stuff right here. But the next time y'all come out here, we going to be out there, Bob. So, like, that's me telling you right now. I'm telling you to your face. Because I'm going to try to send this to you. I'm going to cut it up and try to send it to you. Bob, the next time y'all come out here, the Black Panther Party will be out there. I'm going to show you my crowd, Bob.
I just dropped my daughter off at school, and I saw them doing this shit. And then I pulled up. You want to see my crowd? Sure. You want the Black Panther Party to show up?
We pulling up, Bob.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, Bob. Go somewhere, Bob. You're not going to spin me, Bob. You can't spin me. You're the white liberals that Malcolm talked about. Yeah. You're dangerous. You're dangerous. Yo, we need to talk about justification. We need to talk about people who don't have a place to stay. None of this. We don't fight for politicians. Real revolutionaries don't fight for politicians. All of this is fake.
Hey, Africa. Hello?
I got you. Go ahead.
Oh, this is Karima.
Hey,
when I saw that post, you know, that kind of, I had to listen to it again and ask myself, did he just ask him where his crowd was? Following, since when you need a following to speak the truth? Like, I feel like the people that need a following are like wannabes or people that's trying to get attention, because you could stand by yourself and speak the truth. You don't need people to be tagging along with you. So that kind of, and he a reporter. So I'm saying to myself, did he really just ask him that question?
Yeah, cause Karima, he got to the bottom of it, to the root of it, and he understood, like, I see them for who they are. So, like, the only thing he could say to me is, where's your crowd? Because he can't ask me nothing else. But I'm going to do him a favor. The next time they got the event, if you find out before me, Karima, let me know. Because they're going back to court again. They're going to have another pep rally. The Black Panther Party is going to show up. We're going to see how that event turn out. And the Black Panther... Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Another thing I wanted to say is, listen, LaMonica, okay, we're going to give you that. You was there to do your job. Yeah, you were inside because your job is inside. Your job is inside to inspect. But when you come outside and try to be the mayor's bodyguard who even backed off and you elbowing people, that's against the law. That is not your job description to be the mayor's bodyguard. And I find it hard for some of those half-intelligent people to watch all of these videos and really believe that she didn't do anything wrong. And all she keeps saying is she's doing her job. Your job was inside. Your job was not outside to bodyguard the mayor. He had bodyguards that had their hands up and backed up. So I'm trying to understand why she's trying to fool the people like she didn't do anything wrong and the people that's backing her up.
No, because they know she did wrong. But they're a cult. Yeah, they're a cult. They have no integrity. There's no character.
And I don't got no fight in the game, but wrong is wrong and right is right. And if you, like you said, if y'all out there protesting for her, what about the people that's getting kicked out of their apartments from the slum lords? What about the people that in the community that's going through all these trials and tribulations? Where are these organizations marching for them? So y'all can't play it halfway. And even Muta, did you see his post with the NAACP, how they responded to him?
Yes. I was supposed to.
Pissed me off.
Hey, Muta, are you there? I saw that post. I saw it, Karima, so dismissive. I mean, like they're so much better than everybody else. They don't even have to answer to nobody because they already cut their checks already. They got their checks. They already cashed them checks, and they got to do their job for them checks.
And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like, hey, Muta, if you did, chime in whenever you get a chance, man. Nah, because, like, all of them, they need to be held accountable. Wherever they're at. To me, I believe wherever they show their face at, we should pull up. We should pull up and challenge them and demand why they're in that space.
Because they don't questions. I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, what happened when you talked to the NAACP? I saw the little thing you posted on Instagram. But what happened? And do you know who you were talking to?
I think I was talking to the NAACP president.
Deborah Gregory?
Yeah, I think, yep.
Yeah, it's time for her to die and go already, man.
So what happened?
Well, the question was, is the NAACP relevant in the liberation of black people? And she got on. She started to mention, have you joined? You may not see what we do. We fight for education. We fight for prisoners. Yada yada yada. So I went back on and said, what happened to the Rodwell Spivey family? What happened to the other people the regular people that died in Newark? Because this was the Newark chapter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the response was extremely dismissive in the fact that people in these spaces think they are the most educated. And that's what I got out of it. However, a lot of people start chiming in and start going in, so I ain't really need to say anything.
All power to the people. No, but that's how they treat us here. That's how they treat us. They scream this democracy. You're gonna see them on ESPN. You're gonna see them on all these platforms, talking as if we, the people, we support anything they're doing. Why you think people voting for Trump? Because they see you from the inside. They think anything got to be better than you sociopaths. So you see people going to go vote for Trump. I got people in my family that be like, that be laughing like, Trump be rallying. I ain't messing with them. I'm messing with Trump, bro. Because they don't know no better. They're not politically educated. But they see that you're scumbags. They see the mayor a scumbag. They see his brother a scumbag. It's either you got to open your legs for play or you got to pay to play. People see it. I saw it when I was there, bro. Like, I saw it when I was messing with y'all. That's why I stopped messing with them. Because I understood, like, these people will get you nowhere. They're not really serious. They're not serious about helping these children. Everything is a front. It's a stunt. And then they put people that are not qualified to do the job. But I want to keep showing this till I show you where they brought the police. Because this is supposed to be, Larry Ham's supposed to be a revolutionary. He's supposed to be fighting for the people. Larry Ham is not supposed to be in bed with the police. He's supposed to be fighting the police. Watch them bring the police to come remove me. You see, if
Yeah, but I think, what is it, Freedom Mondays or whatever? Every Monday, the pop people, Larry Hand sent his group out there, downtown North, to protest against police brutality. I just want to put that out there because
I don't even know if they still do that anymore.
Well, they used to do it, but that's their big stick right there.
Yeah, but I don't even remember. I don't even know if they still do that anymore, though. I mean, but that was their thing. That was their thing before. Every Monday to go out there acting like they're doing something, not doing anything, not serving nobody. I mean, that's what they did. Let me play to where the police pull up.
They're destroying our communities. These fake politicians destroy our communities. They worse than Trump. Ain't Trump in North? Trump their leading justification is this administration throwing people into the streets. I come on with your papa. You ain't never gonna come up. You ain't never gonna come up. Whenever you put your hand out and the cameras come out, I'm gonna pop out the challenger. Shut up, Uncle Tom. Who paying you? Who paying you? Who paying you? This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. This fake activism, these fake revolutionaries, this is disrespectful to the legacy of Malcolm, to the legacy of the Black Panther Party. This is blasphemy. This is not what people dealing with. People homeless out here. People got 3 jobs, and y'all fighting for fucking politicians. Y'all must be out your mind. Y'all must be out your mind. All of y'all would have killed Malcolm. You would have stood in Malcolm's way too. You would have stood stuff and fighting Malcolm's way. And stop Malcolm from talking to the system. But that's okay. That's who you are. Look, she's standing in front of me.
Yo, I don't know where this person came from. But she got, I don't know if that's a pin on her chest. I don't know if she was running the Olympics. I don't know what's going on out here. But she came and stood her big Amazon self right in front of me. I mean, she came and stood right in front of me and just started looking at me like that. I tried to ignore her at first, but I'm like, let me put the camera on because she might mess around, put her hands on me or something, and suddenly everybody going to be like, yo, Africa, why would you put your hand on a woman? But look, she came and stood right in front of me, bro. Right in front of me because I'm talking about what? Housing. I'm talking about people working 2, 3 jobs, and she's out here. I think that's a wig or weave she got on. The shit looking crazy. And she out here with that half Corky from Life Goes On face to come and challenge me.
Real aggressive.
Look at her.
I don't know where she came from. I don't know who this person is. But I'm talking about justification. I'm talking about the people being thrown in the streets. And look at...
She going to understand, and she going to move in a second. I don't know who she thought I was. She probably don't know me. But I don't know if she thought that was going to intimidate me, but she just made herself the main character in the video. I mean, like, this ain't nothing you want to go home and go show your family. Like, I'm out here protecting politicians. Why? She going to run?
The people that's fighting
Wait, Chairman.
I don't see no Donald Trump out here.
Yeah.
What you just call her? What you call her? Because I'm gonna need to find that picture when I do a clip. I'm putting it right next to it. What you call her?
Corky from Life Goes On.
Life Goes On. Okay.
You remember Corky from Life Goes On?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. The Corky from Life Goes On face. Hey, yo, that was freestyle too.
I see Bob from WBAI. I see the unions. I told you, the unions is there when you liberate yourself. These people are all poor. They're all...
See, you heard him? Now we getting somewhere. Because now that I say that I'm not with the unions, so now they think like I'm reactionary, I'm a conservative. Yo, we passed that stage, Bob. We've long passed that stage where you tell the people that unions are the way to liberate ourselves. It's like less than 10% unions. The unions have been dying because the unions don't serve the people. The unions ain't been working for the people. And the same Democrats, the same politicians that talking about these unions, they're helping to kill the union. Biden was just in office. What happened when the railroad workers went on strike? Biden broke that. Biden broke them. They don't respect the unions. The unions is made up of corporate heads that control everything. The people don't even get no service from the unions. Like I said, it's less than 10% unions. Most of the people in America don't belong to any union. The union is a whole cult unto itself. The union support both parties. So nobody here is falling for that banana in the tailpipe, Bob, from like 80 years ago when you could run around here telling people about unions this. Unions are just like the Democratic and Republican Party, useless to the people. Talking about, oh, now we get somewhere. That's where we at, Bob. Your unions, you could shove them up your, you know what?
Support and pay for it. You can get down to it. The people's revolution is not going to come from people that work for the system. It's not going to come here. These people are already traitors. You are trying to silence.
And also,
do you live?
Chairman.
Do you live in York? Do you live in York?
That's another person. I don't know who this woman is. This Indian woman is. She got to belong to one of their groups or something like that. One of the like little fake organizations. But she's never. I don't see her in the city helping feed nobody.
Chairman.
Go ahead.
I want to add that Bob from WBAI is supported by the union, the station WBAI, because the people stopped supporting them because, you know, they turned into MSNBC, so they had to go look for sponsorship. So they clicked in with the unions. So that's why Bob got such, you know, he felt such a way because most of his check come from the union people.
Nah, you're 100% correct. You go on WBAI now, and all they do is shoot commercial for these fake unions. You see the unions there? You're seeing it for yourself in real time. You see that one union, I guarantee you that union is probably the worst union in the damn state or the worst union in the city. That union, they probably got a lot of complaints about them people in that union. They're there with Larry Ham, Baba Zaid, then you got the police, you got the administration people from the council people office. That's all that's there. There are no North residents here. And they're acting like they're speaking for the people. No, you will not. You will not act like you're speaking for the people. I will come right in there because I'm from North. I could do that. I will come right there and spoil your whole party. That's how we do it, North. Y'all don't speak for us. Get out of here. Back up.
I mean, do you live here, bro? We live here. We suffer for the poison water, the poison air.
I said, do you live here? She's talking about the folks that we have here. What folks you have here? If they don't live here, they don't have no business in North. Why are they here? Why are they here? What are they talking about? They're definitely not talking for the people of North. They're demanding that a corrupt politician be let go.
Hey, yo, bro, go ahead, huh? Go ahead, you don't make it. You don't even deserve to talk to me. I'm the chairman of the Black Panther Party. What you want, guys? Yo, these people are frauds, I'm telling you, yo. These people are frauds. They don't fight for... Why are you touching? Why are you touching?
There's another one.
Why are you touching?
There's another one. There's another one. Like, who are you? I mean, like, these people are nowhere in North. They don't do nothing. They feed no one. They house no one. They do nothing in our community. Nobody from North know any of these people. And they're coming over here grabbing me. This is not the Republican Party. This is not Donald Trump. This is supposed to be the Democratic Party. They don't want us to speak. The people from the city, they don't want their voices heard. They don't want to hear what we got to say. All they want us to do is come out here and beg for them to let LaMonica go. So LaMonica could write them little non-profit checks for whatever groups they're at, write whatever money she writes to send to them, because that's the only reason they're up here. Or write a policy to make sure that they eat at their jobs, that they're good, while everybody else suffer. Stop talking to me. Why are you grabbing me? Why are you touching me? Because if I touch her, y'all know what she's going to scream. Y'all know exactly what she's going to scream.
Yo, what are you touching me for? Yeah, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's my title. That'll be better. Yo. Man.
Like I said.
Throwing people into the streets. Locked up for selling our homes to corporations.
Neighbor unions, communities.
Let them politician.
That's Pat Council right there. All these politicians, when you come up and you demand accountability, they try to use the police to bully you. We're going to get to his video in a second.
Let them politician, the people driving this country down. The people driving the people of New York out of their homes. But they're going to pick council right there. Council right there. This is where the politicians at. Politicians don't go to revolution.
Like, why she fake trying to record me? Like, I wish I would have seen where she posted her post at. Like, she trying to record me like it's a problem. Yo, post what I'm saying. Let the people in New York hear that you're out here protecting politicians. They go Larry Ham. I'm right behind them. Larry Ham right here and Pat Council right here. Like, these are the politicians he work for. And these people, these ladies, these women right here, I guarantee you they work for them one way or the other. They're part of their circle. They're part of that cult. None of these people are here defending New York residents. None of these people are here for the New York residents. They're all here to promote politicians that have destroyed this city.
Politicians do not attempt revolutionary actions. You know what they attempt? COINTELPRO actions.
Yeah, cut that shit off. You see how quick she put that phone down? That's what they're out here doing. COINTELPRO actions. That's what y'all are. Y'all feds. Y'all the federales.
But they're speaking for themselves. How did Monica get to Congress? How did Monica get there? She wasn't part of the rocket team. They elected the city council. After city council, move up to Congress. Don't think everybody's dumb out here. We all not dumb. We all see it, and we all can't be bought off. Most of these people are bought off. They talking about they journalists. These people are scribes. Yeah, I'm talking about Bob. He said it right next to me. They don't report the truth. You're a scribe. He didn't report what the people in power want him to report. Yeah, people in BAI. BAI and BAI no more. BAI is owned by the union now. It's a corporate station. You might as well be MSNBC. You might as well be MSNBC. Yeah, you can't do it with me, baby. I got the truth on my side. You're going to lose every time, Bob. All these years you've been in politics, I will mop the floor with you because you're fraud. Because you be lying. That's the problem. It's not that I read more books than you. It's not that I be more places than you. You're fraud. You're taking up for the enemy. You're taking up for the people that's suffering, the people that's throwing us into the streets. That's the people you're defending. The Monica, she took the building I lived in. She threw the people out. I had to go get the door in and let them back in. You talk to you. So you can't defeat me with rhetoric. You can't. You can't defeat me with rhetoric. I hear you on the radio. I hear you interviewing these people. I hear you. I listen to all of y'all. And I'm like, these people, they're fighting for us. They're fighting for the people. Yo, you know what people we are? We are the people that mouse and tongue went inside the villages to go train to fight back to get China back. We are those people. You can come to us and lie to us. Because we didn't get thousands of miles. We can fucking pay to get ourselves ready to make it out. These motherfuckers from these border on the times. These fake Larry Ham. You can have them on the station. What the hell are they for? You don't speak for us. You don't speak for me. Look, she cannot even defend it. Look at this. It's a college student. She can't even defend him. Because she got the tip on his side. How she can do it? Well, get together with her. I want to show how you're going to defeat her. I see who you're for. I want to show how you're going to defeat her. She's 24.
They can't buy it because you say
so you'll let people. I know that's not from here. That's not from here. Out to the people. You'll let people keep coming here. You said no, if you ain't got no money, you can't. 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 Can't defeat him. She can't even defeat him. She can't even defeat him. Get your hands off him. Get your hands off him. Don't touch him. He didn't do nothing. Don't touch him.
And that's what they do right there. Yo, she came over there, started distracting them, waiting for the police to come, and they go to police right now. And from here on out, the police is going to be there to protect them.
Chairman.
Yo.
Like, they can't fathom, like, if she was saying, if I buy property, You saying I can't buy property, and he's telling her not if you're displacing North West. Like, they don't understand.
They don't
like,
know.
No, you can't. You shouldn't.
They're not trying to understand. They're not trying to understand. I saw they already cashed their checks already. They're there to defend what them people are doing. I mean, so he could be younger than her. You see, like, she wouldn't say anything to me. She was in the video earlier just looking. So she saw him over there. She thinks she could go pick him off, and he's telling her, like, yo, we can't afford to stay here. And he's telling her, the people that's buying up all the property, the people that the mayor's in bed with. And she knows it, but she's trying to act like she's going to confuse him by saying, are you trying to tell me that I can't buy no property? Maybe you can, because you got a stipend, because they cut you a check. You got connections. Maybe you could get property, but we can't. The people that did displacing can't get property here.
I love nobody coming from. Why don't come? Why you here? Anything bad? What do you got? Oh, okay. See how she is. No, that's my son. She's dating my son. It's not great until we got. Come on, I don't know. I didn't do it. What are you? They called them to come around. What is the law?
See, if he was on his own, they would have tried to surround him and try to take him down, try to violate his rights. But who called the police on us? It wasn't Donald Trump. It was the so-called activists that say they're in our community working to protect us. And the police pull out their gun and they shoot him. They shoot my son down. Larry Hammond's going to be standing in front of City Hall somewhere talking about the police got to stop shooting people. You call the police. You in bed with the police. You just like the pigs. You are the pigs. No families, when their child gets shot, no family should even allow Larry Hammond to even speak, to even utter their child's name. Larry Hammond's a fraud. It took me a while to see it for myself. I had to wait. I mean, like, people always say, like, yo, my man be like, everybody think I'm a loose cannon. But my man, like, yo, you always wait till like, you can't take no more for you to say something.
Right.
Because I let people show themselves. I let people expose themselves and put everything on the table. I watch them be who they are before I can critique them. I mean, I don't want to just cut in and just start talking and then I stop them from being who they are. Now, be who you are. Larry Hand, come out here. Go ahead.
How are you?
Go ahead.
Basil.
Hey, how you doing, Basil?
Peace. Always come in peace, okay? Let's just say you may be right about that, okay? That Larry Ham is a fraud and a phony. And he does what he does, and he is in bed with the police. Okay, let's just say that may hold some truth. Okay? Yeah. And if it does, what good is it that you go there and you say all those things up in front of them like that? And it's like, to me, Chairman, with all due respect, it seems like you're raining on their parade. And like I said, I agree with you. When I start to analyze the organization and I start to see different things, and I'm very open, and I said, you know what, there might be some truth in that, because I've been with the organization for a while, and I see where it has come. I see things that one may say, like something, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying, Chairman, is that when you come to those places, and see, I first met you when you were, not met you, but heard of you when you came to the, what was it? It was the, and you were right. You were 100% right. You were there because they wouldn't let us speak. I think it was at the school board election. They didn't want you to ask any questions. And I truly felt 100% that was true, that you disrupted. But when you come down there and say what you say, people are like, well, why are you coming over here raining on our parade? What do you want to get out of that, Chairman, when you do that? I know you're passionate, and I feel you, brother. I truly feel you, because it hurts when they do wrong to our people. What do you want to achieve by doing that method, though?
Got you.
Africa, wait, before you answer that, can I chime in?
Yes, you may.
All right, this Karima. I'm sorry, what's the young lady's name that just said something?
Basil.
Basil, hi. So let me chime in because I understand everything you're saying. However, somebody like Africa that shows up to places like that helped me realize that there's two sides to a story, and maybe I better look at both sides too, because not all the time are they saying what they're saying is correct. So people like Africa have opened my eyes to be a little more open to listening to both sides of the story, because everybody ain't always lying either. So I'm glad that Africa does show up to spaces like that, because it gives people to have that opportunity to say, you know what, let me research what he's saying. Maybe he's not lying. Maybe he is lying. But that's the only way you can believe or trust people is to take what somebody else says, do your research, and if they find that what Africa is saying is true, then now they have that ability to say, you know what? Yeah, what about what this brother is saying? How you for against police, but you calling the police on this brother? Because that don't make sense to me. They out there protesting against the police, but then want the police to come at you. And another thing, Basil, is that Newark has always had activists that come out and disrupt, not in a negative way, but I have a right to come out too. The same way you're coming out for your agenda, I have an ability to come out for my agenda too. You don't own these streets. You don't own this space. So that's why Africa is able to come, because they don't own those spaces. I could come wherever I want to come. Unless it's a paid event and I ain't paying to come in there. But this is what Newark has always been about. I don't know if you've seen a council meeting where a Bible was knocked out of somebody's hand because they didn't agree that that person should have been in spaces. And all of those people that's calling the cops on Africa was in that space knocking out Bibles.
I was there. All power to the people. I was there. And I recorded it, and that they used our footage and all the news, all the media outlets. They used our video because we was in there. We recorded everything, the Mason, everything. But be that as it may, as black.
Hold on. Like, that's why we record everything. Like, we got history of North that people don't even know about. So all you people out there, I don't care what they say about you, record everything. Record.
So absolutely. That's true. So why can't you guys get a forum going? What is going on in Newark? You know,
we got a forum.
That.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, sir.
As Panthers, it is our duty to highlight the contradiction in the society. Now I can't. There's no other platform where I can bring Larry Ham on for us to have this debate in the public. He will never, ever do it because he knows he's lying and he's a fraud, and I will expose him. He will never meet me anywhere to debate anything. So when he pop his head out, wherever they go, wherever they show themselves, especially to the people, and they say they're speaking for the people, we reserve all the rights to come out there and ask them how they're speaking for the people. Why are you not speaking about the people getting thrown out their homes? The residents are not asking for LaMonica to be let free. That's not what the residents are saying. The residents are saying they can't afford food. The residents are saying they're tired of gentrification. It's too expensive to live here. So as a Panther, not just because of me, because keeping it a buck with you, I don't feel like going around those people. Because we hold council every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we hold council. How do we hold council? By the people that we feeding. The after-school program that we have every week. If Larry want to come over there to the after-school program and tell us that we need to go support LaMonica, he's more than welcome to come every day. So, he can go pick up some of the kids that we have to go pick up in the morning and take to school. He could pick them up after school, just like we pick them up after school, and go to the after-school program and help them with their homework every single day. He could also go to their family and give their family food. And if their family get kicked out of their homes, he can also help them go back into their homes. But Larry will never show up there because Larry's a bootlicking Uncle Tom. He's paid to have rallies and support politicians that are the one telefiting the pain of the children and the residents that we serve. So whenever they pop their head out to try to use the community as the background for them shoe shuffling and bootlicking, yo, we reserve the right to come out and say something. And they shouldn't be allowed to speak. Larry Ham is a fraud. COINTELPRO shouldn't be allowed to speak in our community. In Newark, nobody that's fighting against the people in the city of Newark, and I am not ashamed to say this, should be speaking. Go ask any Newark residents if they want somebody that's speaking against their needs to speak. They're going to tell you no. They don't want nobody that's supporting the same politician that threw them into the streets out here speaking what they're speaking about. To free her when this, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, our kids are down in the county. They're getting sentenced to prison. They're getting on those buses and they're going down to prison because of prison, no school to prison pipeline. Because of this same politicians. Larry Ham not down there. Larry Ham not fighting for them. Larry Ham not standing with them. Larry Ham is standing with LaMonica, whatever her name is. He's standing with her against the people. And he deserves to be challenged. I don't know how anybody can go sit in a space with Larry Ham and say they listen to him about anything anymore. He has proven himself to be a fraud. Nothing. Since you've been around Larry Ham, they have accomplished nothing. We have accomplished more. We have I'm talking. You're going to go get something board. What was that board called, Patience? The board that they had, the CCRB, whatever. A bunch of
police review board.
Yeah, the police review board. Who did the police review board stop from shooting? Who did their police review board lock up? Who did they hold accountable? He has accomplished nothing since I walked out of
the support for 16-year-olds to vote. How that turned out?
Yeah, he has accomplished nothing since I've been home from prison in 2008. But I can tell you how many people we fed. I can tell you how many people we put into their homes. I can tell you how many children since 2008 we've been working with every day after school to help them navigate their way through the society. That's work. That's serving the people. And when I got to take time out of my day to stop and go tell Larry Ham and them their Uncle Toms, it only gets in my way. It frustrates me. But as a Panther, I am told you have to highlight the contradiction for the people. That's why you heard Karima said that when she heard me speak, my job there is to highlight the contradiction, and whoever's able to hear me, to hear what I'm saying. Because when I'm there, I'm not screaming, just lock her up, LaMonica's a woman, she don't deserve to be in power. No, she don't deserve to be in power because she threw people into the streets. And I was there. I watched when the slum laws came in and we sent her the paperwork. And she took the same paperwork and she go give it to the slum lords. And the slum lords focus their energy on that tenant and get them removed from the premises. I've seen LaMonica. I've seen her walk through the building, and I'm trying to talk to her to tell her that these tenants are being illegally thrown out. But she walked with them white people in them suits. Get in the elevator, the police put their hands out to stop me from getting close to her, and they walk in there like they're somebody, like they're better than everybody else. They spit on the people there to climb the ladder of imperialism. And when these people come in our community to have fake pep rallies, it is my duty to challenge them as a Panther.
Absolutely. But what can whatever her name, Monica do? What is it that there has been, first of all, let me say first and foremost, just all due respect.
She can step out of office and disappear.
Okay, and then what happened? Okay, I lived in Newark. I've been a Newark resident all my life. I'm from down neck. So, we're talking. When it starts to change hands, are you going to be the same way when this, it's going to change hands soon. Newark is going to be run by another group of people. It's just a matter of time, okay? That's definitely going to happen. If you begin to look at the wards, it's changing hands. It's changing. I go to places where I used to go, and I'm like, where the hell am I at? It's totally changing. So what are you going to do then? I mean, we have to all come together
No,
somewhere.
we don't. I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I'm gonna do what I've always been doing. Yo, what the Panthers been saying since the '60s. Yo, we're not gonna change nothing unless we organize together to start buying these properties ourselves.
Exactly.
To start owning our homes. Yo, that's what I'm gonna be saying then. And you know the people that are in charge, when they come in, you know what they're gonna say? Yo, you saying all of that, but you didn't say nothing to the black people that was here before you.
Exactly. You know that.
As if the Panthers wasn't saying the same thing in the '60s, in the '70s, in the '80s, in the '90s. Yo, for people to still be listening to people like Larry Ham, it still baffles me. But it's because we haven't built the institution to teach the people that Larry Ham is the devil. LaMonica is the devil. These are the people.
You're so what you call kooky at times.
No, I'm so real at times. The devil is the person the devil is the person that's manifesting your suffering. When she came in, I just explained to you whether you want to accept it or you don't. I explained to you what we dealt with her. She sold her and the council and the mayor. They sold Academy Spires where we lived at to a developer. The developer came in, doubled the rent illegally, and threw people into the streets. That's the devil's work. And then when we sent her the information that they was doing this, because we were in those buildings, she went and told the buildings to put more pressure on those people and put pressure on us. They took us to court for over a year to try to kick us out the building. I mean, so like, she does the devil's work. Because you fraternize with her, because you know her, because you're cool with her, that doesn't mean she doesn't do the devil's work. Larry Ham does the devil's work. That union that was out there, they're all doing the devil's work against the people. How do I know that? Yo, they got the story right here. They got the story. They wrote stories about them. Talk right here. Who owns North? If you open this and read it, it's going to tell you that LaMonica and the other politicians wrote policies to enable the corporations to come in and steal people's homes. That is what the report is telling you. And if that's what they did, then they are the devil. And there's no two ways about it. The people that sold black people into slavery, they were the devils. The people that went and caught black people, the Catcher Freemans, the free man that went out and caught black people and sent them back into slavery, they were the devils. The house niggas that helped master torture the field niggas, they're the devils. It's two kinds of black folk. All black folk ain't kinfolk. MacGyver, Larry Ham, all these people at City Hall, all their little lackeys, their little minions, all of these people are doing the devil's work, and they are the devil. Now, because if they're not the devil, then who is the devil? Are we the devil for feeding people? Are we the devil for helping people get back in their homes? Are we the devil for dedicating our lives to serving the people in the community? It can be both. Both of us can be the good guy. One person is the bad guy, and one person is the good guy. And there's no unity amongst the two. I mean, like, it's been going back for decades, for centuries. We've been having these class wars. And people get all tangled up in between because they built relationship with these people. And it's hard to sever those relationships. And that's why you got to belong to an organization that teaches you philosophy, teaches you how to think, teaches you how to understand the world and how to combat liberalism. Because that's what we learn. We learn how to combat liberalism. Just because that's my wife, I'm not going to stand beside her if she's wrong. Patience, the general secretary is my wife. But when she's wrong, I'm dead right. I'm like, no, you're wrong. When I'm wrong, she tells me I'm wrong. We don't co-sign each other because we're together. Because according to Pantherism, then we are both wrong. And we both need to be removed from a position of leadership. Everything we do follows principle and theory. And these people that's kicking people out their homes, that's in bed with the police, that uses the police to attack not just me, but you saw it on video, my son. These are the enemies of the people. I mean, so, but like, yo, we passed 2 hours, man. I mean, you got 20 on Cash App. Help with the groceries for Elder. Yo, Mike check. Go ahead. Talk to me. But hold on one sec. Hold on, CEO. Nah, that's just somebody just now. That's the organization. They just sent a text. It just came through my phone. They need $20 to help an elderly person with groceries. So now we got to go chip in our $20 to go help that elderly person with groceries. Yo, in no way in hell anybody can convince me that's the devil's work. But the reason why that elder needs to be looking for groceries is because of these politicians. They have written laws and written policies that make our elders have to beg for food. At some point, we've got to make a stand. Go ahead, CEO.
Yeah, I just wanted to say next week, Chairman, if Sister Patience can call me, I'd like to have Sister Deborah Edwards come in. She's been spearheading the protests down there because they're trying to close up the hospital. There was money that was earmarked through the Newark Agreement as perpetuity. That's a tongue twister for me. Perpetuity plus one means it's a forever agreement. They cannot do anything against it. It was spearheaded by Junius Williams, but now there's suspicion that now he's even turned Uncle Tom, all right, with certain just skinning and grinning. We went down there. It's on the Facebook page, and Chairman, you are a part of this network, brother. A lot of those good clips that you have, they ought to be up on our Facebook page because you're a part of the family. Yeah, I would appreciate Sister Patience throwing them up there because now it's open to the public. It's not private, so she could put them up there. But long story short, brother, we were down there last Thursday, and my man Kilo came down with me, and we recorded everything, and they would not let us go in where they were having the groundbreaking. And the cops were out there, and Donna Jackson, she did a little drive-by with the bullhorn, all right, and she spoke her piece, and she had to speed up because they told us, I took a bullhorn down there for Sister Edwards, and they told us we couldn't use the bullhorn down there, that we needed a permit, okay? But here's the deal real quick. With Rutgers, the money was earmarked for a new hospital. Now, I try my best, brother, because, I do the health forum sponsored by the network and the start of these hospitals. But the money was earmarked for a new hospital for the community. But Rutgers took that money, all right, and now that new that new building that they're building down there on Bergen, that's going to be a Rutgers administrative building. And the sister entitled me to that. So I could have her come on next week, and she can give you the receipts about what's going on. But, Chairman, please, I'm just a telephone call away. I remember seeing you come up on Madison, and you hollered at me. But please let me know what's going on because me and my man Kilo, now we're grown folks, we're trying to put it on Facebook to make people aware of what's going on so that we can show up and we can record for the network. Okay?
All power to the people.
I'll rest on that part and keep on doing what you do, brother. Please give your brother a call because I'll show up. I don't have a problem. I just don't know what's going on in different parts of the city. But we try to do the best that we can. I appreciate you, brother.
All power
to
the
patience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to chime in? We passed maybe like almost 2.5 hours in. Yo, this is open to the people. We're not going to call the police on you over here. We're going to let you speak your piece. Anybody else got something to say real quick? Talk to me.
Thank you very much for holding space, keeping this platform going. We love you, brother. We love you, brother. We love you, brother.
And I love you more. As soon as you get back, hit me, man. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Word up. Anybody else?
Chairman, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Muta. I haven't seen him in a minute, but shout out to brother Muta El Amin.
Hey, you heard of Muta?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace and blessings. All love, brother.
Word up. You know we miss you out there, man. We know we miss you. But Muta going to visit the family real quick, man. Much deserving time with the family. That's another thing, man. People don't have no idea the sacrifices people make to be out here fighting for the people. Muta family don't even live here no more. Don't live in North. His family don't move. Probably by and large because of gentrification, most likely. But Muta ain't give up. Muta was born and raised in North. So he come all the way back to come fight with the people, man, struggling. We not rich. We all on the plantation, man. And Muta be out here, I talked to Muta this morning, and I'm telling you, hit that Cash App up, man. Hit that Cash App, because don't nobody pay us for what we do, man. Don't nobody pay us. And the brother out here on the ground, working, doing whatever, trying to get you the information, hit that Cash App up. Show the brother some love, man. But Muta, as soon as you touch down, you already know, hit me, man. I'm coming to get you from the airport.
One more thing. Yes, my family definitely was gentrified out of Newark, New Jersey. Africa was there when we did the protest and we held space at City Hall, and they sent police at us. So when we see, and a couple weeks later, we had out of towners who held the similar protest, and nothing happened. So we see that they only used the police for certain people.
Word, my man. But that's it, man. Hey, Basil, you got anything else? And thank you for coming through. Hey, yo, Basil, you hear me?
Always. Oh, it's always respect for you. You know that. You know. And that's it. I mean, like I said, you gotta, like, I guess Kamira was saying that you gotta look at both sides of the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really respect that.
Now let me say this to you too. Hey, yo, cause I remember when I didn't know what I know now, and it's like if somebody came to me with a whole different perspective, like I remember how I would react to it. And yo, the fact that you're still in the organization and you're able to have these conversations speaks highly about who you are, your character, and your integrity. I mean, when we have this conversation, I want you to remember that. That's how I look at you. I respect you for that, because most people, even myself included, if somebody tried to tell me anything, I would probably try to shut it down, act like I know everything. I mean, so I want you to understand that, yo. I respect you, yo. It says a lot about your character. But that's it. Yo, I'm about to go to football Sunday, try to see a dollar in the dream, man. See if I can win the lotto so I can do something, man. Because times is hard out here, man. Yo, I'm telling you, when I say a dollar in the dream, y'all think I'll be playing. I play $1 and I pick all the teams in the world, hoping I hit that $1,000, $1 million thing. But yeah, till next time, all power to the people. I live for the people. I die for the people.
All power to the people.